Our first folder is our 208J. It's an automatic feed, but it's a manual setup on the fold trays. So you'll notice here that the fold trays are open and there are pictograms on the fold tray. So on this particular one, you're going to squeeze and move it to the appropriate picture and paper size on both the upper and lower plates. And then the machine itself is going to pick up the appropriate paper size automatically between 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14, and 11 by 17. And it will make the appropriate fold. If your fold comes out and you need to make a micro adjustment, you're able to use the micro adjust buttons on the upper plate here, which is going to move your fold plate up and down just a little bit, your stop. And the same on your bottom fold. So depending on which fold is off, you're able to make micro adjustments here rather than trying to use a digital touchpad for that. Some of the features that you have on this, again, are your self-centering paper guide that you're going to find on all the machines. So as you unlock these and move them out, it's going to keep your paper centered right up under the middle of the feed rollers. The other thing that we have is a nice, easy, removable feed roller system. So if you need to clean your wheels here, or if you need to replace those, you're able to take those off and then just replace the rubber wheel itself. The other nice feature is your paper separator pad just sits on the little disc right there, so makes it easy to take in and take out for replacement as well. This is just spring loaded, so it goes right back in and locks into place. You have your ultrasonic double feed detection that we have on all of our folders, so you're going to get nice double feed detection when you're running it. You do have a manual feed plate up and down. So when you load your paper, you raise it up to be able to load paper, and then you manually drop it down. You have a manual skew adjustment here, like you will find on our other folders as well. And then also here on the exit, you're able to move your exit wheels to different locations for different types of paper. So depending on what the length of your fold is when it comes out, you can make the wheels further out or closer in, depending on how long your fold is. So that's our basic 208J. It runs speed-wise from 2,400 sheets per hour all the way up to 14,400 sheets per hour max speed. Your touch screen here allows you to tell it how many sheets you want to do. So if you wanted to do 1,111, you can do that. You can always hit clear reset. If you set it at 0, it's going to run everything in your stack. If you tell it a specific number, then it's going to run that many in the particular number that you give it. It does have our special modes, and if you look in the ops manual, it'll have like a quiet mode. Essentially, it slows the machine down so it's not so loud, so that you can do folding a little bit quieter if you need to have that. So, but otherwise, it's a very nice Japanese-made automatic feed, manual adjust paper folder. One thing you will find with this one is that compared to the 408 and 508, which are very similar, because this is manual, your top fold plate and your bottom fold plate will adjust out just a little further than the automatic versions because there's less internal working, so you get a little bit longer distance. So if you were doing some custom folds, you might be able to move out just a little bit further on some types of paper than you would on the 408 and 508, but they're very close to each other. There's not a lot of difference. The other thing that you will find is that paper-wise, max on this would be about 60-pound cover, and that's going to get you about 150 GSM for your basic folds, and that really depends on your paper type. Not every paper is going to fold at that high rate, so it really depends on the quality of the paper, the type of paper that you have. But you're going to be standard running uncoated stock on this machine because it is a friction fed machine. So 60-pound cover at the very high end. If you're doing a half fold, of course, you're going to be up more about 210 GSM, so a little bit heavier weight to just do a half fold. But for your standard folds, you're going to find yourself running generally under that 60-pound cover. Most people run these machines 24-pound bond, 32-pound bond, in that range for most applications. That's sort of where the sweet spot is for these machines, but it can handle some heavier paper under the right conditions. You're also able to do some cross folding on this machine, and it comes with paper hold downs that will show when we get over to our 408 and 508. Have some of those over there, so we'll show you what those look like, but you can do some cross folding with those. This is our 408A automatic folder here at MBM. Much like the 208J, same speed, 2,400 to 14,400 sheets per hour max. It is going to have a couple differences. Now we've gone to an LED touchscreen, so we have nice functionality here with our touchscreen, which is going to allow us to pick which types of folds that we want to have. And of course, you're still going to have your pictogram here, so when your plates move to the appropriate position, you can see that the job you picked will match the paper size and fold that you're looking for. But you don't have to manually pick those anymore. Both the top and bottom plate are going to be automatically moving once you pick one of your 6 standard job types. The other nice thing about this with these enclosed automatic plates is that it's going to be a little bit quieter, because the stop plates, the fold plates inside the folder itself are going to be covered, so it's going to knock down some of that noise for you. As far as internals, it's going to be the same. We're going to have our removable wheels here, just like we had in the 208J. We're going to have the same separator pad like we had in the 208. So none of that has changed. Same ultrasonic double feed detection stuff going on. Same feed table lift up and down. Same skew adjustment here on the back side. Of course, we have, as on the 208J, we also have the same type of table that goes up. And then we also have the same adjustable exit wheels here on the back side for us. The one thing that's nice about this one is you do have some programmability. So not only do you have your 6 standard folds in your standard paper sizes, which you can make a fine adjustment to each one of those, you also are able to save 12 custom jobs in this particular model. And again, it goes up to the 11 by 17 size paper for most office needs that we have. Again, your speed here is digital. Just like on the other machine, you're going to use a touchpad over there, you're using a touch screen here. But other than that, you're getting the automatic plates here. You're getting the nice touchpad here. Same speed. This, because we have the automatic fold plates, you're going to be able to go a little bit heavier. So instead of the 50-pound-ish cover, and I think I may have said 60, but it's 50 pounds cover on the 208, you're going to be about 60-pound max cover on this one, and also on the 508, which we'll see in just a minute. So it's a slight bump up in the paper weight it can handle at max range with when you have good paper and under good conditions. Again, most people are running this in that 32-pound bond or so range for mostly just office duty type things, but again, up to 14,400 sheets per minute. So it's a fairly fast, Japanese-made reliable folder, just like the 208. You're just getting some automatic functions with it. So here we have the 508A, which is our top of the line tabletop friction folder in the line. The key differences with this particular one is, again, we're going to have a little bit more automation, a little more feature rich. You're going to have the same 6 standard paper folds up to 11 by 17. The difference on this, you go from 12 custom folds on the 408 to 24 custom folds on the 508, plus all your micro adjustments on your standard paper sizes and standard folds as well. So you have that as well. You still have the pictogram on the automatic fold plates. You still get the micro adjust on the top and bottom plates, just like you do on the 208 and the 408. Just like on the 408, we have the covered fold plates, which give you a little bit quieter operation. Now, one difference under the hood here is that you will still have the same spring-loaded feed wheels, which is nice. You come with your standard separator pad here. And now we're coming here with a thick separator pad for heavier weight paper. This machine, because of this, and because we have paper feed pressure separator, and then on the inside we have separation pressure separator abilities here, we're able to run some heavier coated stock, whereas on the other two we're limited to uncoated stock to run reliably. So because you can adjust your feed pressure and your separator pressure, you're able to run some coated stock. It gives it a little more functionality in the 508. So if you're finding yourself mostly running uncoated stock, but every once in a while you have some coated stock that you need to run, then the 508 might be a good option for you. Same self-centering paper guides here, still going to be 2,400 to 14,400 sheets per hour. Still going to be 60-pound cover max on this particular one with good paper and good conditions. A couple things that you will get on this one is that the feed table is going to move up and down on its own when you start. The exit wheels here will be automatic as well, so you don't have to manually adjust those. It'll sense your paper length and your fold type, and it's going to automatically adjust these wheels in and out for you to be able to have the optimal shingling as the paper comes out. What I mentioned a minute ago is that you can cross fold on these machines, so you can fold them once, restack them, and then fold them again. And these paper hold downs come with the machine, and each machine has a set of these, and so once you make your fold, you can use your paper hold downs to keep your paper stack nice and flat so that it'll pull through nicely to get your cross folding. And all three units will allow you to do that. Now, one thing that you cannot do with the 208 that you can do with the 408 and the 508 is that we make a perfing tray and a scoring tray to replace our top tray on the 408 and 508. This gives you the ability to perf or score in line with the paper feed. So as your paper feeds through, you would have a perf wheel or a score wheel here, and as it comes through, it'll score or perf the paper or as it comes through to give you a nice finished product that you can run through again to fold if you need to. So that is an option on the 408 and 508, is that perfing and scoring tray that you can add to it. Not available on the 208 because of the functionality of the automatic switches and things like that. So, but that is another option for the 408 and 508.